A girl named Viviana was born in Rome. She was born in a middle-class family of a father who was a merchant and a mother who was a housewife. In a rainy day, Viviana's parents went to a lake that looked like an abyss. Among the darkness and coldness, they saw eyes of an evil killer creature. They lost their lives by a huge serpent that lived in the lake. Fortunately, Viviana wasn't killed because her mother left her in the forest between the dark, enormous trees, giving her away from the evil serpent, crying in the night. And the next day, a hunter found Viviana and adopted her as a daughter. He never told her that she was not his daughter. He told her that her mother died while giving birth to her and that he was her only father. 19 years later, a strange woman visited the hunter's house, asking to take Viviana with her. Viviana by mistake heard all the speech that happened between the hunter and the strange woman. Tears came down from Viviana's eyes. It turned out that the strange woman was Viviana's aunt. After the strange woman left the house, Viviana went to the hunter and argued with him about not telling her the truth. She ran outside the house, looking for where her aunt went and following her. Later, she finds her aunt and speaks to her about the truth behind her parents' death. Viviana's aunt tells her about the secret behind her parents' death and how they were killed by the serpent, and that the serpent is still alive, taking people's lives every day. Viviana leaves her aunt and goes back to the hunter's hut. On her way back, she finds advertisements about teaching fighting skills and training for everyone, boys or girls. She runs back home to the hunter and argues with him about participating in the academy. After a long argument, Viviana escapes at midnight, leaving a letter behind her for the hunter saying that she will take revenge for her dead parents. In the academy, everyone hears Viviana's story and makes fun of her, except one girl that was named Alexandra. Alexandra was Viviana's best friend in the academy that always stood by her and defended her. Beside Alexandra, there was a professor that believed in Viviana's courage. His name was Professor Luca. He helped Viviana to face her fears and he told her how to fight. Professor Luca told Viviana the true story behind the serpent that killed her parents. The serpent was called Armina. Armina was the bad spirit that overcame the snake, which grew in it and made the snake bigger, mythical, and hard to be beaten. Armina was born to never die except it was beaten by the Sword of Life. The Sword of Life is found somewhere in the mountains, in a cave that no one can reach, guarded by a dragon bird. Only one person who finds it will own it and overcome the serpent. Only the Sword of Life can kill the spirit that kills everyone who comes close to it. Viviana leaves the academy with Alexandra to go to the mountains. They meet Mickey and Mare, the two twins that look like dwarfs. They help Viviana to get to the mountains in return of Viviana's help in rescuing Mick from the river. They also meet Chuba, the giant Bigfoot-looking creature, that helped them to get to the cave where the Sword of Life was. As Viviana and the others were finding the cave, small black snakes were following them secretly along the whole journey. Getting the Sword of Life wasn't easy for Viviana at all. That's why Alexandra and the others helped her to get the sword. Viviana found the sword among skeletons of people that tried to take it. She faced the dragon bird and could kill it by using the reflection on her shield. Now, she's ready to face Armina alone. Crossing hundreds and hundreds of miles, Viviana could finally find the Black Lake. She stood in the middle of the abyss, shouting out for Armina to appear. She suddenly started to cry, and her eyes were seeing her parents' spirits in front of her around the lake, trapped with other spirits. Suddenly, she saw evil eyes coming from the abyss. It was time for the battle to begin. After a deadly battle, Viviana jumps over Armina and cuts off her head. Armina fell in the lake in the dark, dark abyss with shouts of death. Then the lake turned from black to green, and all the trapped spirits flew happily in the air. Viviana saw her parents' spirits and said hi to them for the first time. They helped her and told her that they will meet her one day and that they will fight together around the world. As soon as all of the spirits left the lake, it was time for Viviana to go back home, crossing hundreds of miles. Viviana lived her normal life again. Although she became popular, she didn't care about the fame. She didn't want to be ranked or seen differently than others because she believed that everyone can do anything no matter what gender he is and no matter how crazy the thing is gonna be. She lived her normal life cooking and waiting for her father to come back from hunting. She learned that good triumphs over evil and that courage comes from your soul.